Shemai everyone, once again another day, another video, and I'm going to recreate something that I done earlier on. And this is what it looks like from the outside, and then when you pull this little ribbon you've got this, but on the back it looks like this. So do you know what gave me the idea for this? I was watching a program, they had one of those changing screens, like the screens they used to have in the olden days, and people would change behind it. And I thought, that's a nice idea for a card. And I've also seen like mini albums, so this could be a mini album. I've done little pockets in it as well. The only thing I'm going to change for this time, I'm not going to bother with the ribbon, because even though it's tied there, because of this it still opens. So I'm going to save myself the bother. I'm not going to do a ribbon on it. So I have used on this one Good Morning Magnolia, and I've used the papers and the stamps, but I've also used some of the memories and more cards. I had lots of them lying around. So, and then I used this was what's it called, abstract, is actually springtime impressions, the framelits are, that went with abstract impressions. So I've used the butterfly, and then as you can see I've used some of the stickers. I've cut down some of the memory and more cards. These are actually little pockets that are a little bit tight, but you can squeeze something in them. So I'm going to do the same sort of thing, but I'm going to do it for a child's birthday card, and I'm using Bonanza Buddies, which is sadly going, but I think it's still in stock if you want to treat yourself to it. So as you can see, I've done the one side. I'm just going to finish it off the other side, and I'll give you some measurements as I go. So the piece of cardstock I'm using is 6 by 12, and I've scored it at 3, 6 and 9. I've kept it simple. Oh, how come I've stuck all the others without any incident, and as soon as I go to record it I make a mess. So I'm just using up designer paper. I had barely made a dent in the Good Morning Magnolia paper, and I am not allowing myself to buy any more paper. I'm going to use up what I've got. So there we go. That is the actual design of it so far, and mine is going to open like this. Okay, so I've got the lions on the front, and then I've made some little embellishments. So I've made a little shaker lion, and I've used the sequins that came with Celebrations because the colours were perfect. So I've got him. Then in the Bonanza Buddies they've got this lovely tag framelet, so I've made 2 of those, and I've just stamped some presents on them. There they are. Then I've done some balloons on these, and again I've used the twine. Then using the stitch shapes, which sadly are going as well, so this is the time, I've done some birthday sentiments. I've kept these 2 blank because I'm thinking of writing on it. And then I've also got the little critters. I've cut these out of the paper, I've stamped and cut these. I've got some little hats, and I've got some little banners. So I'm going to work now on decorating it up. So as I say, I'm going to start with this one, and it's going to open that way. So I'm going to decorate this one first, and I'm thinking of putting him there to have the shaker right on the front. So I use the stitch shapes for my shaker as well. There he goes. There it is. So at least then, because he's on the outside, the bulk is on the outside. There will be some sort of bulk in the middle as well, but majority of it will be on the outside. And then I'm thinking one of these here. I'm also going to put, I've got some little strips of different papers then just to decorate. I'm not going to make this into a pocket, but you could do, because you could put, if you were giving them money, you could make this into a gift card holder as well, couldn't you? So I was going to put that like that. So then it's got the little tiny happy birthday banner, and I'm ashamed to say the first time I've used the set is this one here, which retired a couple of years ago in the trees. As I say, I am trying my hardest to use up some stash. Actually, I think I'll use the little koala down here then. So I'm going to put all the little critters up on foam pads, just to give it a little bit of dimension through. At the time of filming, I am 4 subscribers off 1,000. I cannot believe it, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you. So I'm going to put this one here, saying happy birthday, and I'll see then how I'm going to probably use some of these little, as I say, some of these little critters down here. I might use him then. These ones are cut out of the paper, but the lion, I've stamped and cut him. Because of the way he cuts out, he's actually made of 3 separate framelets, so he's easier to stamp and cut. There we go. And I'm going to put this little one here on there. I think, to be honest, I am going to have too many embellishments, but it's always better to have too many prepared than not enough. And I'm going to stick my little lion now down here. They're so cute, and it's handy, always handy to have some children's cards lined up, because we've got Lee's cousins got little ones, and obviously I've got 2 little great nephews. I don't think my 17-year-old nephew would appreciate it quite so much. There we go. So there's that side. And I think actually as well I'll use this little bit of bunting across there just to use it up. I think I cut these for a different project that I did, and in my use it up sort of thing, I'm determined to get it done. And if I ever stamp or cut out too many things, I add it into the stamp box, so at least then the next time I use it I've got a bit of a head start. There we go. I'm just going to cut it off there because that's a little bit long now for my card, and I cause an avalanche on my desk. So there we go, that's one side of it. I'm going to turn over now and decorate this side, and I'm going to use this one first, and I'm going to put this one down the bottom to write a message on. Couldn't think of the word then. I think this is Coastal Cabana. These little squares here is out of my scrap box. I love the sentiment. I'm so glad. I'm glad it's your birthday, so I can tell you how wonderful you are. So there we go. And then I've got a little tiny slither. Should I put it down there? Actually, I might use this one. And what I did earlier on when I did this sort of thing, I just sliced it across there then to sort of angle it slightly. I am going to use some really thin red tape so that we could, if we wanted to, because we tend to give money to Lee's cousins' little boys anyway, because we don't see them very often, and it's hard to buy presents for little ones if you don't know them, isn't it? So I'm going to put a little gift card then, or some cash in here. But when you give cash in a card, it never really feels like a present, does it? I know it's always very appreciated, and especially my oldest nephew always loves to receive cash. The trouble is with this red tape, it's a nightmare to get the backing off, and then the static in it means it all sticks to your fingers. And I'm just looking, I think I'll put that there. I'll put a little critter on the bottom of it. So there we go. So there's a little bit of a pocket there, look, so you could put something in it. And I'm going to put him, or should I put him? Tell you what, I'll put him on there because he's up there. There we go. So by finishing this then, that's another little dent in my designer series papers. I'm going to put this little fella over here then, as if he's pointing to what we've written. But it is such an easy design, because that's all you need is one 6x12 piece, and then it's like an accordion style then. And I'm going to give him a little party hat, just to make him look cute. There we go. And I think I've got a little party hat for him as well. I got a little party hat for my little fellow on the front. As you can see, I'm just looking through my box of, yeah, I gave him a little party hat as well. I think I have more fun making these cards than the children will receiving them. There we go. Because it would go, yeah, that's it. I was trying to think then how it would go. Would it go above his mane, or would it go... I've never seen a lion wear a party hat, so surely I can't be wrong. So yeah, it's a great way to use it with designer paper. There we go. Now I'm going to put that one on that side, so it's the opposite side to there, and this one there. And the reason I added ink to these ones is because I stupidly got some black Memento ink on my finger and then smudged it on my tag that I had literally that second made. I do that quite a lot. Do you? Do you sort of then think, oh, for goodness sake, I've just gone and put my finger on it. So I'm going to put my lion there then. So as I say, perfect gift card holder. Something a little bit more special than just putting money in a card. And because it's reversible, there's lots to look at as well. The other thing you could do this for, now if there was a group of you giving a card to somebody, because you could all write something different on each tag then, couldn't you? And I'm going to put another koala there. Now this one is stamped, so he does look a bit paler than his friend. There we go. And I've also got another little bit of bunt in there, so I think I'll put that one across there. Waste not, want not. Let's get it used to make some space, isn't it? Do you know these foam pads? They stick more to me than anything else. There we go. So, as I said earlier on, I've nearly hit 1,000 subscribers. If you are new to my channel, I would dearly love you to subscribe. And if you are a subscriber, then a huge thanks to each and every one of you, because it does mean the world to me. And there's my finished project. So, when they take out their envelope, that's what they'll see first. Then pull it open. And that's the inside there. Trying to get it because the light isn't great. And then that's the back with a little pocket there to put your money or your gift card. Write your sentiment on there. And then it stands on the mantelpiece like that. So there we go. As you can see, two very, very different projects. This is far more sort of, I would say, for a more mature audience. And this one is for a little one. You could do it as a baby announcement card as well, or for yeah, like a birth card. I'm just going to show you the backs then. And it's a great way to use it in memories and more as well. So thank you so much for joining me. I shall see you soon. I hope you're all staying safe and crafting a lot, and take care. Hwyl fawr. Bye.